So today I'm gonna be cutting the frame for the bracing, which is gonna go right here and right here from side to side. Just welded the cross beam up, 3/16 steel DOM tubing. I'm not the greatest welder, but I think it looks okay. Get this camera to act right. So I welded it all along here, and I notched it out. You can see it right there for the roundness of the tube, 1.5 by 3/16, and welded it. Welds aren't that great. I'm still learning. I'll go to the other side, where it's also notched out. And this is like I said, 1.5 by 3/16, and this one is 1.5 by 1/8 inch. It didn't need to be that strong. This one needed to be stronger because there's nothing here, and you're supporting 2 horns. So I'm gonna have this one, and I'm gonna go with the UMI, which bolts up to right here and goes to the other side, which I'm sure most of you guys have seen. What I did was I notched this out as well on the other side. I gotta grind this side down a little bit more. And it's actually give me a second. Enough for this to sit inside, tucked all the way up. Now you got to keep in mind that there's a dip right here, so it's not going to sit flush with that, but it will sit flush with that. So you're going to weld it to that and this over here, all the way down. Showing you the before the welds, how it sits in place. Remember, this is 1.5 by 1/8. See, it's all cut out right there, all the way across. Sits inside, and the reason for that is because, as you can see, there's a flat area right there. As much as you can, try to get it on the flat area. It's not going to butt up against this because it sits against this. So 1.5 came out perfect for up here also. I mean, if you felt Supermanish, you can fucking weld something here to there, thin piece of steel or whatnot. But I don't see the need to for the welds. Got the second brace in, welded and grinded down all the way across. It's the rear. Got those grinded in. Probably gonna do a little bit better, make it a little nicer. That way when it's powder coated, you can't see it. Like getting this little crack right there. It's just too big of a gap. As I spin it over. And y'all just don't know how handy this rotisserie comes in. A little homemade rotisserie. Fucking awesome. As you can see, this is DOM tubing, but I welded it over, sealed it up, grinded it down, made it look a little bit nice. Same thing right here. I'm gonna fill this in a little bit more. Like I said, there's too much of a gap right here. I'm thinking about just getting a shitload of weld in there and then just grind it down, but I don't want to tweak the frame. Same thing down there. This is covered up. I have to grind it down. Didn't finish that yet. This one's all grinded down. I'm gonna fill this in, more weld, and just grind it out, make it look nice. You know, this one is powder coated. Of course, like I said, I'm gonna have the UMI from side to side, and then from here is just notching the frame. And as you can see, as I spin this around, the reason for the notching. The person before me banged this in with a hammer because it had big rims, and we all know GM axles really doesn't sit too center. It could be like 1/8 of an inch off or 1/4 inch, and this just happened to be a 1/4 inch probably that way, and his big rims was just smacking against the frame, so he hit it in with a hammer. So that's the reason for the notch, which is gonna a plus in 2 ways, because I get bigger rims on there, wider rims, excuse me, and then it gets rid of this nastiness right there. It's really bad back here, but it, you know, a little bit of notching, and it'll be all looking nice again. That's the only issue with this frame.